Wow, what a quick beginning, right? That's right. We have a new format going on. I want to tell you guys a little bit. I know it's probably good news. I know you guys are tired of hearing that long 5-minute countdown, and so am I. I got very bored with that song, very tired of hearing it. And besides, I would rather do different intros for the different Devin Lockett channels as well as for BiomedRx TV. But thank you for joining me on a Sunday afternoon, because it's a Sunday afternoon, and I'm glad that you could join me. Today we're going to talk about hepatitis. Hepatitis is the disease of the liver, right? Hepatitis. And of course, the liver is a very vital organ, right? Let's talk a little bit about hepatitis. There are different types of hepatitis. And back when I was a believer, I got vaccinated against immunity against hepatitis B, I think it was. Yeah. So anyway, we want to talk about hepatitis. And hepatitis is a very, very nasty disease, very debilitating disease. You want to have good liver function, right? You got to have good liver function. So, you know, the function of your liver is very important, and you want to stay away from nasty people. You don't want to get hepatitis, all right? Before we go further, I'm going to share this with a few people. That's why I seem to be. That's why. There you go. That's why I seem to be a little preoccupied. Now, I hope this doesn't get a strike. Like I said, I'm going to be changing my format because I'm going to be leaving the format of musical intros, music playing in the background all the time. And I'm just going to do a music-free format because I don't want to get tagged for copyright strikes. Now, does that mean I'm a notorious copyright striker? No, that's not what that means. What it means is that right now there is a new technological improvement to YouTube within which people can you can set YouTube to automatically detect copyright infringement. And I can imagine how much data they have to go through to get this. Every time you upload something. Okay, I use a lot of music. All of the music, and I mean all of it, is free, royalty-free music. Available for use under Creative Commons license. Everybody knows this. But some people don't realize, and it's not necessarily intentional or mean-spirited or as a result of malfeasance, but some people don't realize that they don't have protected work. Just because your video may be protected, the music that is in it may be the same Creative Commons license use stuff that I use. And if you upload a video and it has music in it or it has something in it that I'm using in my video and we can both have the permission to use it, I'm going to get flagged with the copyright strike because you may have uploaded it first. And, you know, disputing it and going to the website that you downloaded it from and telling YouTube all about it. And sometimes that's just a hassle. It's a little too much of a hassle. And when you end up doing that, what happens is you chop up your video too much. It doesn't look right? It just is jumpy. The background music is jumping, and you know, it's just crappy. Now, editing the copyrighted music out of the video is good. It's better than deleting the video because at least the video is still there. But I don't even want to do that. I don't want to go through that. Right? So I'm having to change my format to no music and no intro until such time as I can be absolutely sure that the music and or intro is free and royalty free, like I like it to be. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to change slides, and I'm going to talk about hepatitis for a Sunday. All right. Now, I'm not going to get into all of the pairs for hepatitis A, B, and C and all the rest of that, because there are way, way, way too many. And if you want a private consultation on this, you're going to have to pay. So you can hit us up over here at Cash App, BiomedRx, $BiomedRx, or you can hit us up on Patreon. You can become a patron. Patreon.com/BiomedRx TV or Patreon.com/Devin Lockett. And of course, we are now monetized, so you can always super chat. Thanks for joining. Get the likes up. Like, share, and all the rest of that good stuff. Okay, so now we're going to switch to the slide where I'm going to show you guys the pairs for hepatitis. Should say we'll use overlay 1 for scene 3. Anyway, all right, so here we are on our biomagnetic pairs, and we are in search of hepatitis. Gastritis, gripa. Okay, so now, as you can see, we've got hepatitis all the way down to M. I'm not going to go over all of this. As you're going to see, that these pairs are going to start repeating themselves, right? First, let's do something. First, let's talk about what hepatitis is. I have too much fun over here. Let me do a little searching so I can get back to the video here. Hepatitis means inflammation of the liver, okay? Inflammation of the liver. The liver is a vital organ that processes nutrients, filters the blood, and fights infections. When the liver is inflamed or damaged, its function can be affected. Heavy alcohol use, toxins, some medications, and certain medical conditions can cause hepatitis. Is hepatitis an STD? Hepatitis A can also be transmitted sexually whenever partners' sexual fluids mix with infected fecal matter. Okay? Fecal matter. All right? The most common way to acquire hepatitis A sexually is through oral anal contact with someone carrying the virus due to the chances of ingesting fecal matter. So don't lick booty. Okay? That's all I can say. What are the 3 types of hepatitis? There are at least 6 different types of hepatitis, A to G, with the 3 most common types being hepatitis A, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C. Hepatitis A is an acute infection, and people usually improve without treatment. Can hepatitis be cured? Most adults with hepatitis B recover fully, even if their signs and symptoms are severe. Infants and children are more likely to develop a chronic, long-lasting hepatitis B infection. A vaccine can prevent hepatitis B, but there is no cure if you have the condition. What does hepatitis do to a person? Hepatitis A is caused by a virus that infects liver cells and causes inflammation. The inflammation can affect how your liver works and cause other organs and symptoms of hepatitis A. The virus most commonly spreads when you eat or drink something contaminated with fecal matter, even just tiny amounts. So don't be farting around my food. How is hepatitis diagnosed? Through blood tests, of course. Can you get hepatitis from kissing? Only from kissing ass. It's possible to catch hepatitis. Is it possible to catch hepatitis from kissing? Catching hepatitis by kissing an infected person is unlikely. Although deep kissing that involves the exchange of large amounts of saliva might result in hepatitis B virus infection, especially if there are cuts or abrasions in the mouth of the infected person. What foods transmit hepatitis? Although foodborne illnesses caused by hepatitis A are not common in the U.S., water, shellfish, raw vegetables, and fruits and salads are most frequently cited as potential foodborne sources. So when you go overseas and you think it's safe to eat the fruits and the shellfish and the raw veggies because it's all holistic and organic and didn't have any pesticides, well, you could be giving yourself hepatitis. What bacteria causes hepatitis? Hepatitis A is inflammation of the liver caused by hepatitis A virus, the HAV. This is primarily spread when an uninfected and unvaccinated person ingests food or water that is contaminated with the feces of an infected person. So anyway, you get the picture, right? It's a silent disease. It can live in your body for 50 plus years before you even have symptoms. Responsible for 80% of all liver cancer in the world. Wow. Hepatitis is responsible for 80% of all liver cancer in the world. Harder to fight off the younger you are. 90% of babies will grow on to develop a chronic infection compared to 5 to 10% of adults. So you don't want your babies exposed to hepatitis. Okay? And yeah, you really want to take care of your liver. You don't want to get liver cancer. You don't want anything that's going to lead to cancer of any form in the liver or of any part of the body. So let us begin. Let's start going over this. The first pair we're going to look at for hepatitis is costo-hepatico. You see that right there? The negative right on the liver, on the rib, right by the liver, and then the positive right above. There's going to be a lot of focus on the liver here, and I'm just going to run through these quickly. Hígado pyloro, liver to pyloro. Some things I can only say in Spanish. Hepatitis A, descending colon and the liver. Hepatitis A, descending colon and the kidney, as you can see. Hepatitis A, ascending colon and the liver. Hepatitis A, liver and the descending colon. As you can see, there's going to be a lot of redundancy in these pairs. Hepatitis A, pancreatic ligament and the descending colon. Hepatitis B, ascending colon and the liver. As you can see, there's going to be a lot of redundancy here. Hepatitis B, ascending colon and the right kidney. Hepatitis B, descending colon and the liver. We've seen that before. Hepatitis B, maxillar superior to the maxillar superior. In other words, the jaw to the jaw. Hepatitis B, the right lung and the liver. Hepatitis B, suprahepatico, suprahepatico. I guess that would be above the liver. As you can see right where the
even superheroes and supermodels.
You know, I'm not a native Spanish speaker. I aprendí el español en España. I lived in Spain for a few years, and I studied 4 years of college level Spanish.
Pretty cool, right?
But I like having these illustrations because a lot of the times I don't know what the hell this is talking about. Vesicula to vesicula. You see where the negative and the positive are. Hepatitis B, from sexual contact, liver to the right lung. Hepatitis C, liver to liver. Hepatitis C, liver to the right parietal lobe. Now, this is saying the left parietal lobe, but I'm going to tell you the right parietal lobe because that's what's in the illustration. And the right parietal lobe, if you're dealing with something that may have an emotional origin. Hepatitis C, infraischion, or like I like to say, the bottom of the butt cheeks. Hepatitis C, píloro hígado. All right, now, oh man, let's go all the way down. Why not? Hepatitis D, duodenal to the hígado, to the liver. Hepatitis E, ascending colon to the liver. You see the redundancy here, right? But I just want to go over all of this because I want you to have it so that you can always back it up and look. Hepatitis E, ascending colon to the right kidney. Hepatitis E, descending colon to the liver, as we've seen in previous pairs. Hepatitis F, the rib to the rib. This is the first pair we saw, costal, costohepático. F. Again, the rib to the rib of the liver. F. Costo hepatico. We're just going to keep repeating the same because this is how you treat hepatitis, baby. Hepatitis F. Hígado, riñón derecho. Now, you know when I treat the liver, how I treat the liver, and you know when I treat the kidneys, how I treat the kidneys. Okay? If you are a fan of this channel, then you understand that I'm really big on treating the liver and the kidneys. Here we go again with maxillar superior. False diagnosis of hepatitis. Esophagus to esophagus. We're going to hit that as well. Femoral nerve to femoral nerve, just beneath the magnets at the bottom butt cheeks. Uterus to the sacral, or urethra, or the bladder, we could put it that way. Negative to the sacral. Hepatitis G, descending colon and liver. Hepatitis G, transverse colon. You can see right above the navel and the liver. I would put it a little bit higher for the transverse colon, right under the xiphoid complex. Hepatitis G, transverse colon again, and the bladder. Hepatitis G with diabetes. Once again, transverse colon to the liver. Hepatitis G, liver to the transverse colon. Look at all of the redundancy here. Hepatitis G, bladder to the transverse colon. I know it seems like I'm saying a lot of the same things over and over again, and I am. Hepatitis J, bottom of the butt cheeks. I think you guys get the picture. And before we go through another page of these, I'm going to start demonstrating on my son because it is Sunday and he's got to go back to his mother's house. So we've got to get the show on the road. Right, son? Yeah. All right. So hang with us and we're going to join Kai in the next studio. How do we do this? Yes, sorry about that, guys. Showing you a little bit of green there. Sit up, sit up, sit up. All right. Look at my son's beautiful afro, huh? Yeah. Isn't that great? Yeah. Isn't that great? Isn't he handsome? Sure is. Yeah. My son is 15 years old, so this is puberty. Puberty. Great time in his life. Great time in a young man's life. It is time for the rites of passage. Yeah. You know what the rite of passage is?
What is that?
Oh. The rite of gas passage. The right to pass gas. The rite of passage. Passage.
The right to pass gas.
The right to pass gas out here. Alright, so let's start. Duodenal to the colon descending. Descending colon. So we're going to place a negative, the black, right there on the duodenal, and the positive, the red, right here on his descending colon. Just teasing you, son. Just messing with ya. My son and I have a lot of fun on the weekend, as you can see.
Sure did.
Come down to the BiomedRx Health Center and have fun with us. We're right here at the corner of Foothill Boulevard, which is Route 66, and San Antonio Avenue. We're right down the street from St. Anthony's Church, which is our Catholic church, the Catholic church that we attend here in Upland. And we're right across the street from Kai's High School, which is Upland High. Kai's about to start school next week, right?
Yeah.
Next week, back in high school. He's a sophomore. Very proud of my son. Very proud indeed.
Yeah.
I cannot be prouder. Oh, that was herpes. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah. Hepatitis, herpes.
Hepatitis. Hepatitis. Okay. Costo hepatico. Now I'm going to be careful with these because I'm going to treat the liver. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you what I would really do if I had someone with hepatitis. If I had someone with a confirmed case. Now, let me tell you something that happens here. We do have a very reliable diagnostic system in biomagnetic pair therapy. Everybody knows this, right? The heart is primarily on the left side of the body, and therefore the left hemisphere of the brain is larger than the right because the left hemisphere of the brain receives more blood flow, right? Everybody's left hemisphere of their brain is more pronounced than the right. That's just the way we are. That's just the way we're made, okay? And when I pass the negative pole of a magnet over anywhere that there might be the presence of a virus or other pathogen like fungus, bacteria, this causes the body to respond with tension. When the body gets tense, when the body responds with tension, the muscles flex. All muscles can do is flex and relax, right? So as the body tenses up, the more dominant hemisphere of the brain is going to tell the side of the body that it controls. The left hemisphere controls the right side of the body, and your right hemisphere controls the left side of the body. Then the difference between the tension in the left and right is going to be most pronounced here along the longest muscles in the body, which are along the femur. So therefore, if you look at the bottoms of the feet, this is called a muscle test. If you look at the bottoms of the feet, you'll notice that the right leg appears to shorten compared to the left. I say this in almost every video, so if you're a fan of this channel, then you already know that. That's the diagnostic procedure. The problem is, most people who practice biomagnetic pair therapy, many people practice in areas where there are limited resources with regard to traditional medicine. And therefore, they tend to become reliant upon the biomagnetic pair therapy diagnosis. I'm a first world technician here, okay? I believe in the first world, and I believe in first world medicine. I'm a biomedical engineer of over 30 years, and I believe that we have mastered at least the diagnostic portion of healthcare. So if you live here in the United States, please don't come to me expecting me to give you a biomedical diagnosis that's different than a medical diagnosis that you received as a result of a blood test or as a result of consulting with a physician. Because I'm not a soothsayer, and if your blood work says you have hepatitis or whatever, then you have it. And then we can move forward to treat you from that. Also, I prefer to deal with people who have been officially diagnosed in the traditional medicine realm, sphere, spectrum, because once I heal you, we can then go back to the same laboratory that diagnosed you as ill, and we can get the results that you are no longer ill. Okay? So if someone comes to me and I know that they have hepatitis, I do the muscle testing, I confirm that they have hepatitis. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my most powerful magnets right on the liver. I'm going to get those magnets going on the liver. Then, as always, I'm going to take my big black unipolar negative magnet, okay? Like I said, everybody's going to tell you a different way to do it, and many people are going to criticize me, and no me importa. I don't care. You take the navel and you put the big coil of a unipolar negative magnet on it so that it can slowly release stem cells throughout the procedure. Now let's get to the pairs. Costo hepatico. Now you see I've already got the primary ones on the liver. So I'm going to do that rib, costo hepatico, negative right here. Remember, the opposite is what you're looking at. So the red is the positive, but the negative is what's touching his body. And then costo hepatico right up here under the breast with the positive. Okay? Now, if you recall, when we were doing the review of the pairs, we noticed that both kidneys are going to be addressed. So, since I know I'm going to be addressing both kidneys, I'm going to address them right now. I'm going to address them with two magnets, the positive being at the superior end or superior of the kidney, and the negative being on the bundle of nerves just lateral to the kidney itself, which control the kidney. This excites the adrenal glands and allows them to slowly seep out adrenaline, give them a little bit of energy boost, and relax the kidney simultaneously, or like some could say, simultaneously. Okay, simultaneously. So that is taken care of. Liver to the pyloro. We've already got it, you see? Like I said, there are going to be a lot of redundant pairs here. So let's have a seat and just keep going until we deal with what we have to deal with. Colon descending and the liver. Now, we've got colon descending colon, right? So we're going to put a negative right here on the descending colon. How you feeling, son?
Good.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
And I'm feeling good.
Even superheroes and supermodels need a daily dose of nutrients to help make life more super. BiomedRx Supplements is making it easy to get exactly what you need. From kids to seniors, they've got something for everyone. Pretty cool, right? Check out their products at biomedrxsupplements.com.
Yes, visit biomedrxsupplements.com.
Yeah.
I got to fix that website up a little bit. I got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
I got a lot of work to do on my websites.
Yeah.
Colon descending and the kidney, we've already got both those locations. Colon ascending, liver, we've got both of those locations. Colon descending and liver.
Yeah.
It repeats, like I said, there's a lot of redundancy. Pancreatic ligament and the descending colon. Now, we're going to do two things here. I want to take these 4 magnets, and it's not called for, but I'm always doing things that are uncalled for. That's uncalled for. It's not called for in the protocol, but I'm teaching you Devin's way, like Carlito's way. I'm teaching you Devin's way. I'm not Carlito.
Carlito.
But say hello to my little friend. Same actor, different movie.
Yeah.
Hector, why don't you do business with me and stop being around? Hector. So I'm going to put 2 more on the liver, because the liver is a nice big organ that goes all the way across the belly here. So I'm going to treat these 2 right here. I'm going to put these 2 right here. And the reason I'm doing this is because this area of the liver is where the gallbladder is. And I like to loosen up and release gallstones. Now, how do you treat hepatitis on a long-term basis? You get dimethyl sulfoxide, DMSO, mix it with a little bit of liquid zinc, a little bit of liquid iodine, and I'm talking about micro dosages here. Liquid zinc, liquid iodine, and dimethyl sulfoxide. The DMSO helps it to permeate the cell membrane and to get into the cells. The zinc and iodine and magnesium, liquid magnesium, are all antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal agents. And the DMSO binds to them and increases the permeability of your cell membranes and helps you to get that into your cells. Now, here on the pancreatic ligament is a negative. Okay? All right? And since the pancreas is another one of my favorite organs, vital organs, I'm going to put on the body of the pancreas the positive. Like I said, it's not called for in protocol. It's the way I would treat a person if they came to me with hepatitis. Okay? Remember, when you're placing the magnets, you place a negative magnet where it goes on the pair first, and then you do a muscle testing to see if there is any change in the feet. If there is any change in bodily tension as indicated by the feet, and then you place the positive magnet where it's going to go in that respective pair, and you do another muscle testing to see if the feet have returned to the same length. And that tells you that you have found and resolved a biomagnetic pair. Hepatitis B, ascending colon in the liver, we've already got it. hepatitis B, ascending colon in the kidney. You've already got both. That's ahead of the game, right?
Yeah.
Hepatitis B, descending colon and the liver, right? Now that we're talking about the descending colon, and I've already addressed the descending colon, now I'm going to address my son's sigmoid colon. The sigmoid colon is a very important location to train because of the shape of the sigmoid colon. The reason it's called sigmoid is because it's shaped like an S. It's like the drain trap underneath your sink. You know, the poo-poo comes down here on your descending colon, and it goes through that S, and it comes out of your butt. And that little S curve is a potential place for a lot of shit to pile up. I'm gonna get flagged for this for sure.
Oh.
I mean shit in the medical way of saying it. Shite. No. Anyway, we're gonna double up here on the sigmoid colon so that my son has a nice passage this afternoon. And he goes through the rites of passage on the toilet today.
Yes.
The rite of passage, out your assage. Okay, so hepatitis. Maxillo-superior to the maxillo-superior. I love it. Maxillo-superior to maxillo-superior. Now, I want you guys to notice that I'm going to be sticking to a schedule of these videos. For the next couple of weeks, we're going to do them every day at exactly 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. And when my son goes back to school, we're going to push them until 3:30 or 4 when he gets out of school.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
When he gets out of school. Right?
Yeah, maybe we should tell the entire school that.
Yeah.
Americans.
Shul. Like our Hebraic brothers.
Our Hebraic.
Hebraic. Our Hebrew brothers.
Is there anything else you gotta add?
Right lung and the liver. So we already have the liver covered, so we're just going to put a neodymium. Now, I think I told you guys before, don't be afraid of doubling up magnets. That usually works better with neodymium, but when you got some big ass, supersized, super strong, rare earth magnets like I have here, then you're okay. Right lung, positive. Okay. Whoops. Magnets attract. Magnets attract. So we have to do it this way. There we go. Good. Suprahepatico is already covered. we're live. Day 6, we're live. I think we're already covered.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
They say left, but I'm going to say right. Parietal lobe. Now, if you recall from my previous videos, I do not use the very powerful neodymium magnets on the head anywhere. Not on the face, not on the head, not anywhere. Okay? So, for the right parietal lobe, I'm going to use the band and use this nice little ferrite magnet. Infraischion, or bottom of the butt cheeks. Filoro, hígado. Hepatitis D, there's only one pair. Duodenal hígado. Been there, done that. Ascending colon hígado. Now I was only going to show you guys A, B, and C, right? Because those are the most common forms of hepatitis. But we're going to go through all of them. Because I love y'all. And it's Sunday, and I want to give y'all time to hit us up on Biomed, $Biomedrx on Cash App, right? As well as subscribe over on Patreon. You know what I mean? Descending colon, liver, we've already got. As you can see, there's a lot of redundancy here, right? Yes. Also to the liver. Also to the liver. Liver to the kidney. As you see, we've already got maxillo-superior. False diagnosis of hepatitis, esophagus to esophagus. So let's hit it with some nice, big, strong magnets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you handle a strong black magnet?
You can't handle a strong black magnet.
Yeah.
Black magnets matter.
Black magnets matter.
You can't handle a strong black magnet. Why? Because black magnets matter.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
All right. So esophagus to esophagus. My son and I obviously have too much fun together.
Yeah.
He's my bestest buddy.
Yeah. That's right.
That's right. We hang out like old boys.
Yeah.
We go to every roller coaster and every amusement park.
I miss those days.
I miss those days too, man. We go to the Universal Studios. We go to the water parks. We go to all of the fairs. We go to the movies. Where else do we go?
I'm not sure.
We go to the museum.
Oh, the museum.
And see the art.
The Japanese museum.
And the Japanese museum too. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And we got to go see Takuro before you go back to school.
It's Takashi Murakami.
Takashi Murakami.
Yeah.
Before school starts, I'm gonna buy the tickets tomorrow online.
Yeah.
We'll just go during the week, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be on the weekend. It might be less crowded during the week.
And on Friday nights when the school is out, maybe we can go see the movies too.
Yeah, you want to go to the movies?
Yeah, like old times.
Like old times. I miss those days, man.
Like after school.
After school, laying back in the movies and slurping on a icy,
Yeah.
a Slurpee and popcorn, and I like the nachos,
Yeah.
the cheesy nachos. All right, so Uterero negative. And pick up your butt. Sacro positive. There you go. Hepatitis G. Colon descending, liver, we've already got that. We've been there and done that. It's been asked and answered. Hepatitis G. Traverse colon and the liver. Now, the traverse colon is another critical point. And wow, I think we just have enough room for one strong black magnet right there, huh?
Yeah. Strong black magnets.
Yes. That's right.
Of course I can handle it.
I can handle it too, but the magnets are the only thing I want to have strong and black.
Yeah, 'cause black magnets matter.
Because black magnets. Hepatitis G. We've got it again. Traverse colon and the vieja, the liver. Hepatitis G. We already got that. Traverse colon and the liver. Hepatitis G. Traverse colon in the liver.
Yeah.
Hepatitis G. Here we go again. Hepatitis H. Infraischion. There go the butt cheeks again. Now, tail of the pancreas and the liver. We've already got those two. Tail of the pancreas and the liver. Tail of the pancreas and the left kidney. Hepatitis H, liver, and the tail of the pancreas. Been there and done that.
Emma, what's up? Oh, sorry about that. I have my supervisor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lumbar 5 to lumbar 5.
BiomedRx Optimal Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octosanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzymes. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.
This is of the equator. The magnetic field is controlled by the molten lava and molten beneath the crust of the earth. And the magnetic field is stronger the closer you get to the equator, and it's weaker the farther you get from the equator. So I can leave these magnets on for about 30 to 35 minutes here in the United States, Southern California. I'm here on the 23rd parallel. And they will stay on for about 30, 35 minutes. If we were in Canada, we would have to leave them in place longer. And if we were in Mexico or Ecuador or Guatemala or anywhere closer to Belize, anywhere closer to the equator, then it would take less time for the magnets to work. Now, one thing that is extremely important, and I'm going to stress this on every video, it is extremely important to keep yourself well hydrated before doing biomagnetic pair therapy to someone else, and before having it, especially before having it done to you. And when the magnets are on your body, they are helping your red blood cells to free themselves from each other, to recharge to their negative charge, to repel against each other, because like poles repel. This improves your blood circulation, and it also allows your white blood cells the chance to grow to their proper size, which is about 3 times the size of the red blood cells, and to travel through your body and do what they do, right? Kill pathogens, get rid of toxins in your body, do their discharge thing or their detoxification thing, right? This is your body's natural defense system taking place. So your body is going to want to discharge toxins. You're going to have a detox reaction. You may get a little bit of a headache, you know, like a little coffee headache or something. Drink a lot of water. I highly recommend that you drink water, and I highly recommend that you take a tiny amount, drops of DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide, under the tongue. And like I said, you can mix that with very tiny amounts, drops of zinc, liquid iodine, and liquid magnesium. The magnesium is a great stress reliever. The zinc and the iodine are going to kill all of the pathogens in your body. So it's going to slowly cleanse your liver. Also, while we're on the subject of the liver contains the gallbladder. The gallbladder is attached to the liver. The liver takes out all of the acidic waste from your blood and stores it in the gallbladder in the form of bile, this green fluid that's very acidic. And when you eat something greasy or cheesy or fatty or rich or whatever, the bile gets squirted out of your gallbladder and helps that to digest your food. The gallbladder can build stones over years. You can calcify cholesterol in your body and in your blood. You can calcify the cholesterol, and you'll get gallstones. Now, how do you get rid of gallstones? Well, get yourself some tart cherry juice. Drink tart cherry juice first thing in the morning, every morning, on an empty stomach, and do that for about 2 weeks. At the end of the second week, you can follow the bottle of tart cherry juice with a little bit of Epsom salt in water, as well as some olive oil to kind of loosen things up. All right, and you are going to pass your gallstones. All right, try to drink a whole 32-ounce bottle of tart cherry juice in the morning. Lie on your side, your right side, lie on your stomach, roll over. You're going to notice a little bit of green in your stool and your poo. That is the bile and the flushing out of the gallbladder. And if you have access to an inversion table like I have here, you should hang upside down. While hanging upside down, while doing a full 90-degree inversion, breathe deeply to expand your rib cage, and then suck in your belly. Do what we call the bodybuilder's vacuum. That combination of motions while you're hanging upside down will position your gallbladder in just the right way so that the stones will come falling out. You will mark your life pre and post gallbladder flush. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. You will feel so much better. The quality of your health will improve so much. Take care of your liver, and that means taking care of your gallbladder. And then you won't have to worry about hepatitis, you won't have to worry about pancreatitis, and you won't have to worry about liver cancer or pancreatic cancer later on in life. All right. So now we're back here I'm back here in my office. Kai is still on the Biomagnetic Pair Therapy table. Like I said, we're going to leave these magnets on Kai for about 30 to 35 minutes. Kai's going to drink a lot of water tonight. I am going to drink a lot of water tonight because as a practitioner, the magnets dehydrate me as well. And yeah. And this is what you need to know for hepatitis. If you want me to get more specific into hepatitis B and C, if you want me to, talk about more specific treatments that have to do with more specific diseases, hit me up on the Cash App. You know how to do it. Throw me $20, $40, whatever is worth to you, right? Or you can hit me up over on Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/BiomedRx TV, right? And send me a note. Send me a note to info@biomedrx.tv and tell me what it is you would like me to discuss on this channel. I really appreciate all of your feedback and all of your input. And as you know, I'm not even going to play the closer video now because I believe the closer video, actually, no, I'm going to play the closer video because I don't know. If I have to clip it out later, I'll just clip it out later. But as always, I want you to stay kind because kind is the new sexy. Stay blessed and stay healthy. Have a great weekend and have a productive and prosperous week this week. All right? And remember that I love you all. All right? I will see you on the next live. Peace.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. visit www.biomedrxcbd.com. BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzymes. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com